My pronouns are alpha male. What? You look like if mayonnaise had a 401k. Honestly, Nick Adams is... I don't know if I should even humor Nick Adams with a subject of video, but let's just say he is so far up Donald Trump's rectum that he can probably taste Donald Trump's toothpaste. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting my channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be once again returning to r/onejoke. Apparently it's been like a year since I looked at this subreddit, which I swear I've done it more recently than that, but like there are no records of this on my YouTube channel, so apparently not. So we're gonna take a look at that today. As some of you may know, it is the one joke that conservatives go to. It's the only joke they have. They can't memorize a single other joke than this, and this is a subreddit dedicated to calling that out, so let's take a look, shall we? Hashtag trans rights. I identify as an attack helicopter. It's 2022 and you're still stuck on attack helicopter? This wasn't even long ago. This was like a week ago from me recording this. Like, we're way past halfway through 2022 and this person is still caught up on the attack helicopter jokes. It's embarrassing. This joke's been going on for like 8 years and they're still like racking on it like it's fresh. It's so old. It's such an old joke. Happened in my country. Guy sits in the women's reserved seats on the bus and his response when this angry lady confronted him was, "I can be a woman if I want." It never gets old. The same joke. I do have to ask the question though, what country was this in? Because what country has reserved seating for women? I've never heard of that before. I feel like if you just didn't have reserved seats, then you could avoid the whole situation, right? Like in the UK, the only reserved seats you have are for old people, and they're not specifically reserved. You can sit in them, but if an old person gets on, then you should probably let them have the priority seating because they can't walk. But reserved seats for women, that's a new one on me. That just seems bizarre. I don't know why that even exists. It's time we ban assault weapons so our kids can learn to read and write in schools instead of learning to duck and cover. My new 50 cal identifies as a student loan. What does that even mean? What? So, are you gonna get a loan relief on your rifle? Congratulations, your rifle is now less in debt. Like, what would that even entail? What would it mean? It doesn't mean anything. They just put words together. They smashed some words together in a one joke word salad. What? Did you take a loan out to buy a 50 cal? Are you that much of an idiot that you took out a multi-$1,000 loan to buy a 50 cal and now you need it to get loan relief? It doesn't make sense. Time spoke to genderqueer author and illustrator Maya Kobabe on about air work, the efforts to restrict access to air writing, and what a make of the current cultural movement. My pronouns are... whatever that is. Matt Walsh once again owning the libs with his only joke. Honestly, how can Matt Walsh claim to be a journalist or a blog writer or anything when this is the only thing he's capable of thinking up? Oh, I owned the libs by smashing my keyboard. I'm so smart. Oh. It's all he knows. It's all Matt Walsh is capable of doing is store the libs and their gender. It's old, Matt Walsh. Just like you, I guess. Left behind in a generation that no longer works for you. Got left behind by the times. It's kind of sad, really. Like, it's really sad watching someone so behind generationally, but just try to act like they didn't get left behind and that everyone else is insane, that he's the only person left that's actually intelligent. Oh, unfortunately, Matt Walsh, you got left behind. Adapt or die, I guess. You're gonna die with the times. You kind of already have. You have about as much use as an expired cucumber. What gender do you identify as? Male, male, female, male, female, female, male, female, none of the above, Apache attack helicopter. Are we really still using the Apache attack helicopter thing? Even for the one joke standards, even pretending that the one joke isn't old, the Apache attack helicopter is so old. It's like the oldest. How is that still being, like, you can't even pretend to be funny when you're using a joke that old. When you're not even using a variation of the joke, you're using the original, like, 8-year-old joke at this point. It's so old. I also really need to know what they mean by male brackets male, female brackets male. Like, what does all that mean? I don't understand. This whole post is confusing to me and I don't understand. But man, that's old. Wait a second. Someone explain this. If the B in LGBT stands for bi, doesn't that mean there's only 2 genders? Of course it does. Congratulations, you broke the code. Just like how bilingual means there's only 2 languages. Oh wait, it doesn't, does it? Teens could drive lorries as UK faces huge shortage of delivery drivers. Most teens don't even know what fucking gender they are with only 2 options. Imagine how confused they're going to be with 14 gears. Congratulations, Boomer, you decided to talk numbers. So how about we really talk numbers here? Because by the looks, you and your generation never made it past 1. Boomers out here trying to talk like, oh, millennials and their gender can never deal with 14 gears. We still got more than you guys. If you can do 14 gears when you couldn't memorize more than 1 joke, I think we'll be fine. Cis people making the same "I identify as a microwave" joke since 2015. You misgendered me. I'm not a microwave. I'm a moto cultivator. Thanks for proving my point, LMAO. Yeah, just fed straight into it. Straight into it. It's so old. It's such a tired joke. It was never funny to begin with. Like, maybe an edgy 14-year-old might have found it funny, but like, you're an adult now, grow up. Respect pronoun. Since I feel a dog, I will offend all those costumers that don't respect that. I think I just had a stroke reading that. You want to talk pronouns, but you can't even write a full sentence? Will you people get a new joke? You're boring me. What do you mean, joke? You should respect dogs' wishes. My pronoun is master, as I feel like everyone's master. Please address me by it. That's the same joke. Yep, once again, feeding into the exact same joke. Has anyone else noticed, by the way, that this is a really common thing? Someone uses the one joke, someone goes, hey, wow, you guys only have 1 joke. And then someone else goes, we have more than 1 joke, like this. And then uses the 1 joke. And it's like, you lack complete self-awareness, don't you? You really do only have 1 joke. And every time you try and prove otherwise, you do it by using the 1 joke. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. My pronouns are pee pee poo poo. Hashtag me too please. Hashtag fortify these nuts. Hashtag Gina did nothing wrong. I identify as a nuclear powered mechanized titan firing 20 Atapi at 600 RPM. That's the other thing with the 1 joke, is if it's not just a microwave or an attack helicopter, they think, oh, I'm gonna be really original here. I'm gonna completely destroy the 1 joke and make it so unique by just putting in as much detail about the object as possible. And it's so not unique. You haven't revolutionized the joke at all, because you're exactly the same as every other person who does the exact same thing with the exact same joke. So congratulations on being so not unique in any way. And the final post. Non-binary in English, non-binaria or non-binario in Spanish. Spanish-speaking countries. Now, it's really funny when people use something like this as a gotcha moment, because they're like, oh, language, got 'em. Spanish uses gendered language. Oh, how will they cope? And it's like, well, first of all, the genderedness in a language means nothing when it comes to people, because it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If an object is a male or a female object, I don't care. But second of all, much like a gendered society, language is a completely completely human-made construct. It's completely human-made. All languages were made by humans and are used by humans, are changed by humans. So using a language as a gotcha moment to be like, there's only two genders is so meaningless because language was made by people. In fact, Spanish has Latin roots, and Latin is over 1,000 years old. In fact, how old is Latin? The Latin language is about 2,700 years old, which, you know, still not as old as the one joke. And that's where I'm going to end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. Sorry for this video being a bit of a short one. I guess there's not a whole lot about me to rant at when it's one joke being repeated and over and over and over again, but I think I got my rants in, so, you know, it is what it is. If you want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. Also, I forgot to say the YouTube members thing. How did I miss that out? That I have a whole routine and I missed the YouTube members part out. Special thank you to all of my patrons and YouTube members for supporting the channel. It helps so much. There's so many of you guys now that I just can't read out all of the names on video anymore. It takes too long. If you guys want to go and follow my Twitch channel, exactly 1 week from this video coming out, I'm going to start streaming. I have a capture card now so I can stream PS5. I'm going to be playing Elden Ring with Leo and George, so definitely come drop by. Twitch.tv/BlueTheNerd is my Twitch channel, so drop a follow so you don't miss that. It's going to be fun. I'm going to start streaming every Thursday at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time, so 3 hours once a week. Eventually I might increase that time, but currently I'm working a job and do YouTube, so I need to keep some energy in me time, but once a week to start with should be fine. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.